Hello everyone and welcome back to Fleet's Terrific Thursdays, this time with a live. You might say, Fleet, why are you doing a live? I thought Fleet's Terrific Thursdays was recorded. Well, yes, you may have noticed the last 2 weeks there has not been a Fleet's Terrific Thursdays. And that has been basically down to the fact that every time I have tried to upload a video, it has failed or corrupted or So, yeah. So for this week, we're going to be playing something that I haven't played in a while, but is quite an oldie but a goldie. Empires of Steel, pretty simple game, but it's a fairly nice, easy way to spend a couple of hours. Really simple game actually, but kind of addictive once you get into it. It's available online for basically free. Um, and all you have to do is donate whatever you think the game is worth in order to get access to it. It's a very, very fun little way to spend a bit of time. But yeah, it's very simple, very fun. So obviously research is important. Factory, always the first research I go for. Um, Probably gonna get infantry class 2 as well, because having better infantry is a bit important. Right, okay, so you've got no money, and we need that, but that's okay. But let's keep going. And there we go, the music has kicked in, jolly good. All having a good time. I'm just gonna drop. There we go. Fantastic. The problem with not playing a game for ages is that you forget where all your settings are, and it doesn't quite fit with how your computer currently runs. So, can be a bit weird. Looks like we've started on an island. Okay, fairly interesting. Have to see how we go. National summary. Yeah. Haven't met any of my rivals yet, but that's okay. I'm only gonna put this out on the Discord. I'm not putting it out on the Patreon. It's a very laid back stream to try and get something out on a Thursday without it bloody blowing up in my face for the third week in a row. Like, seriously, I have had problems every time I have tried to actually upload a video on Thursday for the last 2 weeks. So what is this? This is Empires of Steel Night. It's a really simple game that I actually really do enjoy. It's just a simple game about expanding. It's a 4X game basically. It's basically a blank canvas on a random world map, and you try to end up as the only nation left on the planet when you're done. And it covers everything from 1900 all the way up to the far future. Like 2050s, I think, is when the tech tree runs out. But I'm not entirely sure on that one. Excuse me. Your flag basically just is what flag you're choosing to use. So for me, I'm using Austria-Hungary because, well, Fleet playing as Austria-Hungary is a bit of a meme in Hoi 4, so may as well continue it here. Oh, fish! That is vital. I need that. I need that. Can I build a destroyer, please? I need to go and seize that fish. Food is one of the most important resources you can get. I mean, I've got enough food to keep my 2 cities growing, which is fine. And we found... Oh, hello. That appears to be... Oh, refinery. That'll give us more oil. That appears to be a... city there. So let's land on that island. And then we'll take that over. Bring that into the Empire. A great way to describe this game is, weirdly enough, it's... If anyone's familiar with 40k, it's basically like a planet-bound version of the Great Crusade. In a odd sort of way. Like, you start out with next to nothing, you expand outwards, you tech up as you find more people and integrate them into your nation. Like, it kind of is like that. After a fashion. It's just a very nice, easy way to pass time, and as I say, it is available online for basically next to nothing. And if you want a good way to pass an afternoon, I can heartily recommend this game. It's just a really nice, easy way to just lay back and enjoy yourself. It's really simple. It's kind of like Civ. Like, all of the nations take their turns at the same time, so it's it's simultaneous turns. And the art style is actually pretty it's pretty neat. I like how it's sort of it's quite clear someone's made 3D sprites and then baked them down, and I actually like that. So there we go. We found New York. That's funny. We found New York. Oh, that's funny. So I'm just waiting for... I want to wait and see what happens in a second. So some of you may have looked at the description and wondering Fleet. So if Fleet's Terrific Thursdays isn't sticking around, what's replacing it? Well, I am going to be doing something called the Two Tycooners, where myself and Chair will build railways in Railway Empire, and that will replace Fleet's Terrific Thursdays. Although there will probably be some form of recorded content available. Did we not take New York? Apparently we did not take New York. I thought we took New York. Apparently we did not. Okay, that's fine. The only thing we don't actually have is iron. We need to find an iron deposit and capture that, bring it into the... Oh, putting up some resistance in New York. That's okay. Not a problem. Can I raise our research? Yes, I can. That will help us get more... Okay, so New York has fallen. Our troops are basically still intact. That's pretty good. So again, barracks, shipyard, factory. It's important to dev your cities as soon as you get them. Obviously, like any 4X game, basically. So it's just a really easy, nice... It's just a very easy, nice game to play. It's just very chill. Ooh, that's a level 12 city. I love that. There we go. There we go. And again, no actual real damage sustained in the taking of that city. Oh, and a new world to our north. Destroyer's going to take 8.7 turns, but there is a transport there. If build a pair of... No. If I... So there we go. Towns will be growing now because we've got that, which is good. Let's keep our advance going. Yeah, we are really now starting to run short on infantry, which is a bit of a problem. But that's okay. That's not a problem. Hopefully we'll find some iron on this continent, I hope. I really do. So once he's operated out of Tehran, so the next thing to do is then scout any areas we haven't seen, because we want to know what is going on. We want to explore the world. We want to see what we can see. Although mainly to the south, given I suspect our valiant infantry will uncover what will be on this continent for us. But you never know. Never hurts to have the Zeppelin fly over and poke people. As long as we don't shoot at them. That would be a little bit of a... Ah, yes. There we go. We will lose slightly less iron now. Although we're still losing more iron than I would like to admit. I may have to buy some off the open market. But that is fine. But yeah. So, Fleet Specific Thursday is being replaced by a different show. Tomorrow. Then again, this is more... It's just something I feel... Trying to pick a different game to play every Thursday was actually getting a bit... I was sort of thinking, okay, what can I do that A... people will like, and B, my computer will actually not explode if I play, because, come on, we all know Fleet's computer sucks, and you don't have to hide it. It's the truth. There we go, taken that area, and we've secured our iron, which is fantastic. There we go, we can get that, which is beautiful. We have some of our troops that are a little bit battered. That's okay though. So we've got that's a Zeppelin waiting for the so there's two destroyers being built to help us guard ourselves. In Annuncion, can I build a pair of infantry? Yes, I can. Good, good, good. Okay, over the mountain pass we go. Ah, yeah, this looks to be a small area. So nuclear reactor. Radar, artillery class 2, pesticides, dreadnoughts and submarines. That is what we want. There we go. Oh, a fortification. That's very, very good. That's very, very good indeed. We need to keep going. This looks to be an entire continent. We've got a really defensible area over here. I may actually also build a pair of infantry. That's fine. How far away is our destroyer? 5 turns and 3.4. Once that is done, I'll have our own cities build factories to give them yet more production. Jolly good. Oh, another city. Well, that's fine. We can take that fairly easily. Okay, we did manage to take the city, but we suffered losses doing it. And our unit is now at low health, which means that I am not too happy sending them out to do more things until we've got more men to do them with. It's weird that I started on a tiny island. I mean, not that I'm complaining. It's a very defensible place to have a capital. So we go up to get the barracks, get the factory, and then train up another infantry to replace the losses we have suffered. There we go. That is fine. Beautiful. In fact, actually, also, you can be upgraded to class 2 infantry, which is a good thing indeed. Like I said, it's just a nice, slow, steady game. It's not... It's not making your ears pop every 5 seconds, I admit, but it's just a nice, slow... little bit... It does fall victim to one more turn syndrome, I will admit. And I may do some series on Empires of Steel. And see... Like, I lost this game for years. I got a boxed copy of it, if you can believe it, when it was released as a boxed copy. Best thing I ever got for Christmas, actually. Well, no, not the best thing, but a really good gift. I didn't realize what I'd got until I actually installed and played it. It's a heck of a game. Yeah, build me... Produce wealth for me for now. So you've got your barracks, you've got everything. Get me 2 more infantry to explore the north of the continent. How are we doing? That's fine. So that destroyer can go and capture that fish. Civic says play Rise of the White Sun. It's a pretty good game and it's cheap. Yeah, true. But I would also allow me to then return the favour and say you should actually look and pick up Empires of Steel. It's literally available on the internet for quite literally next to nothing. There we go. So enter, so join with that group. He's going to march up there and do that. Now I'm just waiting for the infantry to come out. Of course, you can be upgraded while I wait. And of course, there's a continent over here because the map actually, is actually mirrored. So you go up and around and down. Unfortunately, no polar ice caps. This must be a very temperate planet. There we go. Taking the fish, which is good. I think we could afford to build a cruiser in Shenyang. That is fine. And I am actually gonna say I want you to patrol that area to make sure that nobody comes through. Oh, hello. That is a... That's a green. That is a person. That is a person. Well, not a person, but it's a nation, shall we say? So I got infantry class 2, and then you should be... Yeah, you are class 2. There's another infantry unit, yep, coming out in a turn and a half. That's pretty good. Charlotte and Tijuana are my biggest cities. What is that? Is that how long it has? Is that how long until it grows? Do you know, I've actually completely forgotten. Yeah, it's been so long since I played this game that I've forgotten actually what that number means. Is that how long until it's got to grow? Growing population 12.89. Well, let's see what. You know, that blue number has been there for ages, and I completely forget exactly what it means. And it hasn't gone down since the turn ticks over, so it can't be something to do with the turn. And that is... second infantry, but I'm going to keep him in Charlotte to defend it, because Charlotte is actually fairly important. Let's upgrade our infantry and get them... group them all into a formation. There we go. That's very good. And the problem is it really wants to zoom out this game all the time. There we go. There we go, so he's going west. Yeah, build a Zeppelin. Let's actually scout over that area of the continent, shall we? There's a destroyer there. He's going to work with a cruiser to be a decently powerful surface combatant, which will help us defend our oceans, which is what we want. No, you can produce wealth for now. Apologies, this game can be a little bit twitchy in how it controls. Because you use the middle mouse button to move the camera, but you also use... Unless WSD can move the camera, I forget. No. Okay, so... yeah, produce wealth for now. Yeah, just produce wealth, please. Thank you. So that's coming along. Yeah, just produce wealth for now. That should be fine. Yeah, because you can move the camera using the arrow keys, and that does help. Ooh, there you go. Look at that. I do love this game. It's such a such a unique little thing. There we go. Right, so now we can send our boys northwards to see what is north on the continent. Got our defensive lines in place. You can now board your little merchant transport, and I'm going to go and send you off to seize the oil! Off you go then, lads. Go and seize the oil. Definitely not for selfish reasons. Okay, there's another fort up there. So this area is going to be very, very hard for anyone to try and take off of us. Zeppelin! Ah, very good. Okay, so up there, down there. Because there's a massive swamp on that side of our city that makes it not impossible to approach from that side, but yeah, I wouldn't want to try and I wouldn't want to try and move an army through it. I'll just leave it at that. There you go. You know, all sorts of nasty diseases, wouldn't you? Oh. 6 o'clock. On the dot. Jolly good. That is what we like best. Very, very nice indeed. So we found ourselves a fortification. Let's keep going northwards. Oh, more iron. That is what we like to see. So we're on our way to the oil well on that continent, which is something we need. But overall, the Empire's growing pretty nicely. Things are going according to plan. And what does the chat say? Nothing much, but never mind. That's okay. People can, if people want to watch, that's fine. If they don't, they don't. That's also fine. I'm building a channel base, but I'm doing what I find fun, which is I like to play video games. I like to do Fleets Random Ramblings, and that's okay. That's all that matters to me. If I get some money out of it, that's also great. If I can turn it into a job, even better. Ooh, that is a prize. That is a massive, massive prize. That is a 15 level city. Can you make your way to Minneapolis, please? Because that is a city worth taking. And it's only defended by a single unit of militia. And there's some gold on the way. Even better. There's clearly something to the south of Charlotte. I can see it. And our Zeppelin is also scouting out various... Oh! Okay, that is a level 14 city. Again, another massive city, which is an exceptionally nice thing to have. Good. And our troops are landing for... hopefully to take some cities. Oh, that's some combat. It's all forts up here, yeah. There's also another line of advance running northwards. Ah, yes, uranium refineries. Excellent. I am definitely refining uranium for peaceful purposes. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. I am not building uranium for any other reason. Oh, there we go. So we've taken Zhang Hao. That is good. Although I wonder, is... This is a border there. Is there a land connection? No, there's no roads, but is there a land connection that I need to be aware of? Because there might be, and that could be a problem. There's a fortification there. There's the assault on Minneapolis beginning, but that is fine. So we've got the attacks going on there. Then if we go north and then east, I suspect we will find other things to engage us. So we have secured food surplus. We've secured oil surplus. There's some iron. There's some more food here, which is even better. Again, bring our new largest city up to full operational status, and send the boys off north to figure out exactly what's on the northern end of that road, while our other division hoofs it through the forest. Come on, lads, it's just the jungle. It can't hurt you, I think. Okay, so that seems to be all on that island in that direction, so let's go north and see what's up there. Okay, there is a border here. And I don't know if this is the southern tip of the island, or if that is just... That is, it seems, just the southern tip of the island. There is no... I'm going to build an I am actually going to build an airfield down here because I want to have somewhere to base aircraft to do reconnaissance operations. Oh, hello. That is a... And I do not know who is who. There's the Poles, Nazi Germany, France, Soviet Union, Japan, Britain, People's Republic of China, and Italy. Oh, and the Aussies as well. Bit of an interesting mismatch in terms of what's actually available here, but that's fine. Bit of a weird one. We're carving out a decent chunk of the map for ourselves, which I am absolutely fine with. I am definitely going to garrison my southern cities, though, because I am looking at green. I don't know who green is. And the fact I don't know is, you know, bugging me, which is a bit annoying. Can we leapfrog through Tel Aviv, through Tijuana, to Zhang Hao, and then... do some reconnaissance that way. Air power's not that important at this expansion stage of the game. You really want to start investing in air power once you've actually... once the borders have settled down and the game is no longer a race to grab as much territory as you can before running into players. Or nations, in this case. Basically. So there's Hyderabad, that's fallen. The gold will also be ours, help fund our economy. And I can dramatically upscale the size of our research program to an insane degree. Yeah, so it's the Soviets to my south. Building up a uranium refinery there, that's fine. Oh, nuclear power plant, that is very good. We like that. We absolutely do. Expansion to the north, this is also fine. Not seen anybody else, though. So keep expanding until we actually run up against the border. Then we'll build a ground troop, build up an army, and then we will surge across that border. The problem is naval war is a massive commitment, as I'm sure everyone who is watching this channel knows, because, well, we're all fairly familiar with the concept of how the naval conflict works. It is build strategy that really matters. We've got a nuclear power plant, that is what we want as well. Radar theory, excellent. Give us access to radar. Oh, and Portland. Good. Very, very good. I don't know what force is actually to our northwest. Something clearly is, but what I don't know. Now there's some grain we can take, and then we can march. So there's some grain we can take, and then we can march northwards up that road. Jolly good. Pity I've got nowhere to dock my ships on this new continent, so I'm basically just fighting. Oh, there's Havana. So there's a cruiser there. Let me build another cruiser and another destroyer. Oh, so we've taken Portland. I think that is everything on this continent. So let's make sure Portland is up with everything else. And let me think about actually getting ready for further combat operations, probably against the Soviets, because that is... well, to be blunt, it's an exceptionally easy mark to go after the Soviets. It will be exceptionally easy to, I think, storm over their front lines and into their territory without so much as a by your leave. I mean, we already own a ton of the map. Okay, so we seized that grain deposit. Let's attack Havana. And then we need to wait, because one of our troops is a little bit sick. Well, not sick. He's been shot. That's fine, though. So we've got garrison there. Garrison there. Charlotte is fine as it is. That is a-okay. I should have another airship. Oh, it's here. We've pretty much discovered the continent. Just go have a look up there. And then come back to Tijuana, go to Minneapolis, and then there we go. Just make sure that we see exactly what is going on. There we go. Brilliant. Fantastic. The ability to queue up orders in this game is just great. Makes it really easy to manage everything. It's just such a chill game. Because all the turns, I should say, are taken simultaneously. You just have to try and react to what your opponent's going to do and hope that your reaction is better than theirs. And if it isn't, then, well, you have to react the next turn and hope that they don't withdraw or do whatever it is they're going to do. Nope, that's a Japanese destroyer. Crossing our border. I don't like that. I am going to very quickly... do a patrol line. So, up we come. Over there, over there, over there. And then I want to find out exactly what is in that box. Reveal that part of the map to me. Wow, we do control a decent swath of the map, don't we? That's decent. There's nothing wrong with that. All is right with the world. Oh, hey, we found a oil deposit. Yeah, there we go. And we're getting better artillery. We don't actually operate any artillery as it currently stands, but that is fine. Nothing wrong with that, I should say. Just a nice, chill Thursday. And that appears to be a Russian continued peace. I'm glad that Zhukov likes the continued peace. What do we know of foreign relations? Nothing so far. Japan stole my fish, which is annoying. It's supposed to be my fish. My fish. Hmm. And then I'm gonna go into there, try and make sure we can see what's going on there. Then northwards. And then I want to see if I can actually see what's going on up here. Just gradually close this circle in so that we don't miss anything. I am sure my destroyer won't get blown out of the water in a horrific case of misidentification and, you know, an accidental border crossing that we didn't mean to do. I'm sure everything will be... Do we not own Cape Town? Did we just never get Cape Town? Yeah, apparently we never got Cape Town. Okay. Right, so send... There we go. Send out the Zengho garrison to crush Cape Town and integrate that into the realm. I'm just waiting for our troops on the other continent to reassert themselves. It appears as though the Soviet Union's fisheries are... Ooh, that's very close. Taking them could force the Soviets into collapse by cutting off their food supplies. We're doing okay. We have a decent amount of raw material. But what we may not have is a decent enemy, because I hate not knowing what's going on. Air units can cross into borders without really too much difficulty, but land units cannot, and that is the problem. We really need to upgrade our airships to biplanes and really start scouting out what's going on, so that we have a rough idea of exactly what's... Because there's Japanese fisheries over there. There's another island over there, which in theory I could just cross that board. I'm sure Zhukov won't mind as long as I don't touch his fish. And we can land troops on that island, though I suspect that might be Soviet territory. Don't know, though. Yeah, if you think that if anyone is watching and is playing and is thinking, yeah, that game looks pretty... Why is the Imperial Japanese Navy right outside Minneapolis? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. They build a cruiser and 2 destroyers, and then also a cruiser and 2 destroyers at Zhenghao, because I really don't like this. Why are there 2... sorry, there's a Russian and a Japanese destroyer outside Minneapolis, and I don't like that. I genuinely do not. There we go. Give me a uranium refinery and a nuclear power plant and a radar, and then a transport, produce wealth. There we go. Brilliant, because that is... We need a transport, uranium refinery and a radar, and then produce wealth. There we go. Brilliant. So they should... Okay, they have healed, so on goes the offensive on the new eastern continent. It will seize land until there is no more land left to seize. Oh, I see. We found a gold mine. Another one. It's a good thing too, because our nation's growing incredibly rapidly. And our desire for mineral wealth is a little bit extortionate. That is an unclaimed continent between the Soviets, between 2 different spheres of Soviet influence. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we ideally need... There should be... Yeah, we need 3 more destroyers, that's what we need. So, transport's being built. So, Tehran has built a transport, which we can send to New York to pick up that group, and then send them over to that new continent we have discovered. The battle for Cape Town is not going that well. At all. May have to send in some infantry to go and have a look at it. Okay, so we've found that deposit of gold, and then we go to seize Mexico City. And try and find a port where our transport ship can dock. Again, taking some losses, but that's okay. Yeah, give me some radar and an oil refinery, since we can actually get some oil out of it. Let me just send you back to Havana for some healing, while the other troop garrisons Mexico City. We've got our... Oh! Montgomery has declared war on Zhukov. There are words that you never thought you would hear. Yeah, we just flat out failed to Cape Town. Okay. The people of Cape Town are resisting arrest. This is not acceptable. This is not okay. This is not what we were promised. How dare they resist arrest? This is not... This is not okay. Yes, it does have multiplayer, I believe. I think the servers are still active. You can find it by literally searching for Empires of Steel, and the game will cost you whatever you think it's worth. No, I'm not joking. It works off donations now. Oh, okay. So, yep, factory, barracks, radar. That's fine. And so we have the rough location of some of the enemy units. And we should, so we've got a transport on the way to pick them up. So fertilizer factory is being built. We will want battleships, cruisers, better submarines, carriers. Especially as our research is just so insane. Like, we're going to skyrocket ahead of everyone else, I think. And we're going to snowball our way to victory. Ah! Toronto, a port city. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Oh, that's right, 2 new messages. Continue peace from the 2 warring participants. To be fair, I don't even know where the British are. Oh my god, the Anzacs have gotten sick of the fascists that are clicking their heads in. That's fine. Send you off to near Toronto. Then... there we go. Yep, so... Join with the 12th Infantry, please. And then march on to Toronto to give us a port on this new continent. And make us a triple... Well, not triple continent, because we don't actually have that. Because we would need... we need a 3rd continent, because this island that we started on doesn't really count as a continent, I wouldn't say. Do we... Yeah, I can probably leapfrog the airship to our new holdings on the new continent and do some limited air reconnaissance while the attack on Toronto is taking place. There we go. Beautiful. So that airship's going to have to leapfrog through multiple cities to get to Mexico, to Havana and Mexico City, so it can scout that continent for us, which is fine. There we go, so we're nearly done to land troops on this western continent. Okay, de Gaulle has declared war on Yamamoto, just, you know, as you... Garibaldi has declared war on Yamamoto. Hannibal has declared war on Yamamoto. I don't know when Hannibal went to Poland, but alright. It's not something you expect, you know, But hey, there you are, that's the way it is. Okay, so transport number 2 is now on its way to the new continent to land our troops and begin our conquest over there as well. So I think... Oh, fertilizer factory, that is a very good idea. Give us more food to grow our cities yet further, and let us seize Toronto quickly. I'm sure Zhukov won't mind a little tiny border violation. I'm sure that will be allowed. I mean, he wouldn't hold a grudge over something like that, would he? I mean, come on, Zhukov is a good guy. No, obviously he's not. He's Zhukov. The man has about the patience of a brick attached to another brick that is going to brick somebody. So build orders, that's fine. Tel Aviv's doing that. Zhenghao and Minneapolis are cranking out ships for the new navy, which is fine. Okay, our airship has moved all the way across the continent now. It is now getting ready to new messages. Yes, continued peace. Peace that is continued. Look at that. It's lovely. We own all that area. We have basic radar as well, which is good. That will help us. Just waiting. Yeah. Oh. Where did I build 2 infantry in Mexico City? And then a fertilizer factory. That is fine. I heard a gunfire. Oh, the Battle of Cape Town's underway. Makes sense. Let's group up a squadron of 2 destroyers and a cruiser. And that will be based in Portland as a northern fleet, and then the other one, which will be based around the cruiser Narwhal, based in the southern fleet with 2 destroyers as its escorts, which I am absolutely fine with. Finally, Cape Town has fallen into Austrian hands. Huzzah! Victory, gentlemen. Ooh, parachutists. That is a very, very, very good idea. Why drop bombs on people when you can drop men? Drop the men on people. Men. Oh, that's very funny. Ah, good times, good times. Ah. Yeah, build me a pair of subs. Actually, no, don't build me a pair of subs. Build me a flat gun, so that I've at least got basic AA defense in all of my cities. We can shoot up at attacking aircraft. Okay, so... Okay! That is a massive size 16 city. That's huge. That is... that is absolutely huge. That is an absolutely fantastic prize that I am very glad I brought the airship here to find. That is huge. That's a level 16 city. That's equal in size to Minneapolis. Okay. There we go. And Rommel has declared war on Garibaldi, which is fine. So you got the infantry being built over there, which is fine. That will enable us to march south and north at the same time. Mao has declared war on Garibaldi. Nobody likes Garibaldi, apparently. There we go. I think that will be our troops engaging. So we took Aleppo, which is good. Building our infantry, which is also very good. So the airships are just about doing okay. Bring them down to Zhenghao. I want to actually just do some basic airship reconnaissance over there. Now that we've got the perimeter panned out, which is fine. So there's a coast road there that runs north. Aleppo is going to fall into our hands, which is a massive city. Which is... honestly, I don't know what to make of that. It's a little bit silly. But hey-ho, what are you going to do? Factory, shipyard, barracks, refinery, nuclear power plant, radar, fertilizer factory, all the good stuff. That will be fine, thank you. So you will then march northwards up the coast road. Most of our oil deposits are at sea. I think we only have the 2. I think we literally just have the 8 up here, the 7 here. I don't know, do we have any? Oil field 9. Oh, you got the 1 here. I think there's also one other oil field that we own. Ah, okay. So to cross that border would mean entering Russian territory. Okay, okay. That's interesting. Alright. Okay. So in that case, then, I am going to prep for that. I'm going to bring my fleets down and around. So we know they don't own that metal deposit. So we're going to very quickly cross the mountains and seize that before the Russians have a chance to get it. There we go. Mexico City is ours. We can now advance. So seize that iron deposit, then advance further south. There we go. All is well. Ah, a Polish destroyer. The Mason. Very interesting. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this basic look into Empires of Steel. I can wholeheartedly recommend it. It's a fantastic game. I hope that you'll go and give it a try. Like I say, just to find it, just search Empire of Steel. First thing that comes up is where you can find it. It is a fantastic little game and a bit of a hidden gem. Who knows? I might even do a proper review on it. Good lord, making game reviews now. Christ, that's dangerous territory. Take care, folks, and I'll catch you all.